Hi everyone, my name is Nina and I am the owner of helpforeatingdisorder.com, and today we have our weekly Tuesday Q&A video series where I answer some of your questions, hopefully all of your questions that I'm getting, and I want to thank you all for participating, for posting your questions, and for really wanting to recover and achieve full and complete eating disorder recovery, which I have and have had for the last 6 years. So today I'm just going to get straight into the question. And the question comes from Simran, and she asks, Nina, if you never suffered from exercise bulimia, should you exercise while trying to learn intuitive eating just for energy, endorphins, and general health? Or do you think that causes too much focus on ulterior motives like weight loss and unconsciously using it as a method to not feel guilty about eating anything? I want to start running again, but I know part of it is because I kind of want to feel healthier and less bad about myself, even though I have never over-exercised in the past. If this doesn't interfere with food and taking away the notion of bad and good foods, is it alright or still not recommended? So thank you, Simran, for that great question, and it is a really important question. I was someone who suffered with exercise bulimia and compulsive overexercise, so the way that I see this, I know that some people didn't have this problem and that wasn't the way that their eating disorder manifested, but I think that what is really crucial are two things. First of all, to really get honest about your motives. Like, why are you doing it? That was important for me, and it was important to be honest with myself more than anybody else, okay? So I had to really get honest about whether I was doing this just to feel better about myself and to get the endorphins going and to feel healthy, or whether I was doing it in an attempt to feel less guilty about eating and to try to lose some extra weight. Because if you are doing it for the second reason, I can pretty much guarantee you that you won't achieve the full eating disorder recovery that you want, because you'll be still plagued by the disease. You'll still have the obsession and compulsion. You'll still be trying to lose weight, and you won't have the right motives in place. You won't have complete freedom, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And then the second thing is to really get in touch with your intuition. So that is the whole point of that is the basis of my recovery, is intuitive eating, and that comes down to eating what I want, when I want, in the quantities that I want. And now I've taken that a step further, and I use the intuitive principle for pretty much everything that I do, whether it's work, exercise, my relationships with people. I've learned to trust my intuition about certain things. So really try to get in touch with that, with your intuition about, why you're doing it, how you feel about it. Is it creating an obsession for you? It's a very personal thing. And I know from my experience, I avoided exercise for probably the first 2 or 3 months when I was really achieving my full and complete recovery, because I just knew that it was a trigger for me, because I had been an exercise bulimic in the past, and I absolutely knew that it was a trigger. So you have to get honest with yourself, most importantly, and figure out whether it's going to trigger you and whether it's going to create and just promote more of that obsession and compulsion. So that would be my recommendation. But again, I absolutely do not tell anybody what to do, because the whole basis of my recovery and the principles that I promote are about intuition, about intuitive eating. I don't recommend any food plans, programs, exercise, weight loss, anything like that. I want you to get back into being attuned with your body and the body that you were born with that knows the answers to all of these things. So when it comes to that, think about your history, think about your motives, and really get in touch with your intuition around this stuff. My personal experience was that I didn't exercise for the first few months because it was just too triggering. But it's really up to you, and I hope this has been helpful, and thank you very much, Simran, for posting, and I love getting all your questions. Please keep posting them either on my site, my contact form, Facebook page, or email me directly. Thank you very much. I hope this has been useful. It's Nina from helpforeatingdisorder.com.